What's good YouTube? Today I'm back doing the video, and today I got a very special video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Junefly and determining how good he was this year. I'm going to go all over his stats, percentages, record, and even a shot chart at the end to determine if he actually improved from last year. Fly has been asking for this video right here, and I promised him on Instagram before June that I will make it, so let's get straight to the video. First, let's talk about Junefly's overall game this year. In the offensive end, Fly was pretty inconsistent to say the least. His shooting form was all over the place this month, as there were times where he had a perfect follow through on his shot.
Irish Spring Green!
And there were other times where he had this cobra looking form that led to air balls. As a matter of fact, Fly doubled his air ball average from last year and is averaging close to 4 per game. Basically, his shot selection needs to improve when it comes to 1v1s, and I think that right there leads to Fly adding a bigger bag to his game. The reason Fly shucks up so many shots like this is because he really does not go anywhere with his dribbles and is forced to take shots that have very low chances of going in. Honestly, Fly can add a hesitation move or a signature move in general to his bag that can help him get past his defenders, then he would have definitely won some games this June. Remember, even though Fly was really inconsistent with his shooting form, he was still able to keep games close. It's all about the small things that get you to that victory. Also, Fly needs to stop fading away when he drives to the basket. Yes, his first step did surprise me this month, and he was able to get a lot of quick buckets thanks to it, but when he's contested, he throws up a lot of no-look hook shots that lead to breaks. Remember, Fly is 6'3", so he can definitely have the ability to go straight up through the contact and have a soft touch at the rim. Maybe adding more muscle is the thing that Fly is lacking. I mean, just look at Cash for example. I know we get on him for this type of move, but that last 1v1 against Fly, he had a lot of plays where he lowered his shoulders and bulldozed his way to the basket without fouling. If Fly could just improve his coordination and maybe go back to a trainer, he will be good to go. Also, I feel like Fly needs to improve his basketball IQ in late game situations. When Fly gets close to victory, he panics. For example, in the 1v1 against Kenny, Fly had an 11-5 lead and had a chance to close the game. However, after a great run, Fly started to throw up shots and forcing everything. All Fly needs to do is to play calm like he does early in the game and just drive. If you're getting fouled, just call it. Just don't have all this great momentum to lose the game. These L's are the ones that really hurt the most, so hopefully Fly bounces back next month. However, there's something that Fly definitely improved, and that is his stamina. I mean, I've never seen Fly get so many offensive rebounds like he did this June. As a matter of fact, I actually calculated his offensive rebounds and he averaged about 5 a game. That's really crazy to see, honestly, and you definitely have to respect the hustle. However, I just wish Fly had this stamina for defense. Like I said earlier in the video, I feel like all this comes with Fly having a bigger bag, because if he could take great shots, he will not have to chase rebounds every time he shoots. Therefore, he will be able to preserve more energy on defense, which is key. Also, Fly, if you're watching, this football move has to go. I know you absolutely love it, but this is basketball and this move actually hurts you more than it helps you. Like Cash has said in his past reactions, there's gonna be one day when someone snatches your ankle so bad if you keep doing this move. Just move your feet and do not turn your back if you want better results on defense. Still, shout out to Fly for posting great videos and entertaining us this month. Hopefully he keeps posting these 1v1s in the upcoming months so we can keep tracking his progress. Now with all this out of the way, let's talk about Junefly's 1v1 Arrow record and stats from this year. In June of 2022, Fly played a total of 7 1v1 games against some pretty good competition. With that in mind, Fly sadly didn't get a single win this month and had a record of 0-7. His losses came against Kenny, Jidel, Chris White, Cam Wilder, No Limit J, Face Swag, and Cash Nasty. His worst game stat-wise was against Cash on June 30th of 2022. In that game, Fly shot a horrible 6% from the field and 0% from 3, as he shot 1 of 16 from the field and 0 of 11 from 3. However, his best game stat-wise was against Jidel. Even though he still lost the game, Fly shot a respectable 33% from 3 and had 5 points. If you want to see the rest of the stats from the other games, it is on the screen right now, and feel free to pause the video if you want to see it. Anyways, to conclude this section of the video, Junefly had a 2022 record of 0-7, and when you combine this with his all-time record, Fly is now 15-70 when it comes to 1v1s. Now let's talk about Junefly's 1v1 stats from this year. In the 7 games that I researched, Fly attempted a total of 165 shots from the field and only made 36 of them, which results in a 22 total field goal percentage. From 3, Fly attempted 82 shots and only made 14 of them, which results in a 17 total 3-point field goal percentage. Now let's take a look at Junefly's shot chart from 2022. This took me a lot of time to make, so bear with me. As you see, Fly took a large amount of shots in this right corner, but was sadly pretty inconsistent at it. Fly also took a lot of layups inside and was actually pretty efficient. If Fly could just do this all game, then he would definitely get more wins. And last but not least, Fly cannot go left to save his life. As you see, Fly only made 1 3 from that left corner 3-point shot, which is awful. However, there's still room for improvement, and I hope Fly uses this video as motivation to get better. Now let's compare this Junefly to 2021 and 2020. As you see, Fly definitely improved from last year, and it's obvious that 2021 Junefly was the worst form available. However, his 3-point shooting and points per game was pretty similar to 2020 June, which isn't good at all. I just hope Fly takes the next try and surpasses 2020 Fly one day. Now with his shot charts, you can see a lot of similarities. As you see, Junefly takes most of his shots in that right corner and is quite inconsistent at it. Also, you can see that Junefly still cannot go left and misses most of his shots from that spot. However, his driving isn't that bad as there's quite some greens in all of the shot charts. And that pretty much concludes this video. Now we know how 2022 Junefly performed. His stamina improved, his first step got better, but he's not as consistent defensively and has really poor shot selection. In conclusion, Junefly averaged about 6 points per game this year and shot 22% from the field and 17% from 3. Hopefully Fly keeps posting these 1v1s and keeps getting better. I believe in you, Fly, and keep thriving in the YouTube scene. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Junefly this year? What overall will you give him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more basketball content, and turn on post notifications to get notified on my future videos. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace out.